Yes, thank you very much. Producer the Echo Live. My name is George Broby, Belgium, and me a member of the MPP supporters worldwide, and also a member of MPP Belgium. Me a Council of Elders, almost secretary in me, Belgium. Me say a member of the European Council of Elders. I also me a deputy communication director. A whole lot of responsibility. And now has during the first part of this live show, no, I debate for aspirants. No, I was the moderator. Meshema Jumedi no Ekoye. I had also another moderator as my second one, assistant who is somewhere Boateng. Ono also na timekeeper and then or share on also live. And now today we have Sekrufi and Yawo Chief Collins and Yawo Nana Frimpong. Yawo other guys are omni ye Juma during the aspirant, and now we are going to find a ways and means. You bet me, I help to campaign from the diaspora. Na yetumi akɔ Ghana na yɛahwɛ ɛkwan yɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛ elect our flag bearer Dr. Mahood Bawumia. Na afei so na yɛahwɛ ɛkwan yɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛtumi anya enough votes to lead the country Ghana. I think we have done it before and we can do it again. The idea is to break the eight, which is a very, very important task for us. And before I continue, I want to thank every aspirant from the time I now almost 10. I kosi time a 4. Any jumedia umudia ebeto some people so in your leader. And I want to thank Team Team Baumia for the hard work that led him to winning the election. And not to forget, I want to thank Team Ken for the wonderful work they have done. I was shocked and I was at my feet when I saw the figures going up and up. That is 37% wasn't a bad thing at all. And we want to applaud him for that. Now, you better move forward, the two other aspirants now a Kayan, which is Akoto and Adeni Monususo, Edaomasi. Every one of them had accepted their defeat and has agreed to the results not happening. To continue, I want to thank you all. Live show. Even not to forget Kojo, who is not here with us today. Ohima, who is also not here with us. Omina Nomwo, Team Ken. They did a very wonderful work. The most important thing is a producer, Sami Esuman. He gave us some recordings, which is online now on YouTube. And sometimes he posts them. Now, Ebasana, you go there and look at what is happening, what we did, the work we did. Now we're going to do it again in the campaign. It's about finding resources, how we can do this job, how we can work together as a team, not anymore working for aspirants. Midamasi, Akwaba. Not to forget DK Fire, who was also coming sometimes to visit with us. Mr. Ejen Kansa has also done well with us. There are so many other names. I can't mention them all. Into joining us tonight, which is the 11-11-11, a day when the World War ended, has been a historic day for us. And we will always remember this day when we started. And I don't know how far we are going to go, but I do know, sir, we achieved something. And that is what I pray for. Enti your strategy and a yebehwehwe. A choir befa so be campaign no. What you say? Now you the best support to a flag barrier no. But the very important thing is I think the flag barrier will come out with his own idea. But yeah, coming from far in the diaspora, we know and we see a lot of things happening. Internet started with this preliminary action, no? And with that, and also the need the team into it, and then we all work together. The diaspora interest is very important. And to say, yeah, being your home say, our interest is very important from the diaspora. The campaign to help and support. There were so many things we have to do together. But first of all, we started the meeting with a Jumadia course, how our things are going, a quiet befasua, even move forward. Do we accept each other? Okay. Are we going to support our leader? Yes, I throw it to every one of you. How are we going to support our chosen man? Thank you. And I wish everybody the best. I want your input. How are we going to support each other? I have a pen and paper here. Sami Boateng supporting me, we can all write down something. People listening to us, I think that we need to change the narratives, the things we say and do. Posters are opposed to our supporters worldwide platform. Also, change your dream. Now, you hit the pointer a year positive. Now, you be the sleeping dog sleep. What I say? Now, you koyenim. It is me throw the challenge. But what is the step forward? What are we going to do, Chief Collins? Tell me something.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, yesterday after elections, no campaign, and the campaign is over. NPP has elected their flag bearer, and congratulations to him and everyone who campaigned vigorously for that victory, especially my brother Sir Kofi and Nana. Lead the campaign on this platform, and DK Fire and the other people who came on and off. Kudos, more grease to your elbows. For some of us, we are disappointed because we believed in Kennedy as in the vision for Ghana, and so far, like I always say, Dr. Bawumia is a gentleman. I never chastise the fact that he's a gentleman. I said every time I made sure I recognize that part of him. He's a nice gentleman, and my only problem with him is what would his message be in 2024? As in, how is the NPP going to campaign with the kind of track record we have as a party to break the 8? And in my opinion, I don't think he was the right person to help the party break the 8. But majority of the party folks not think that he is the person to do it. And in a democracy, majority will always carry the day. And however he won it, whether through the right way or wrong way, he emerged victorious, and that ends it. But for some of us, I think we will still hold on to our next move. We will not just jump onto his ship and start campaigning or rallying behind him, because it defeats our personal principles as a people. Because beyond campaigning for Kennedy, we had our personal values. We had things we believed in. Say, ABR, say, make that be this is what I'm going to do. And those were the things Nana Honorable was talking about. So we're not just campaigning for him because we think he's a nice man or we think he deserves to be president, but we're campaigning for him because we believed in his vision, and we also told that line, said, if he can implement it even before our time, that would be a step in the right direction. So until I hear from Honorable as to what next he's going to do with his political life, and he has to come out and address at least his followers, because I know today there's an ongoing Thanksgiving service, right? As we are talking now, there's an ongoing Thanksgiving service in Ghana for him. And I hope in the coming days he comes out and address his supporters, especially some of us who threw our weight behind him throughout the campaign since 2022 to date. And we want to hear from him before we can take a decision. But as it stands now, yes, I can make my contributions when it comes to political issues and what is good for Ghana. Yeah, basically. But as to campaigning for Dr. Bawumia, I think it would have to. I need a direction first from the person I believe in before I can make that decision. And also, Bawumia would have to convince me, not just by throwing my support behind him because he's the NPP flag bearer, but at least he has to convince some of us so that we can campaign for him, like from our hearts, just like we did for Honorable Ken. He has to come out with a message that we can peruse and know, say, this is the message that Ghanaians wants to hear, and this is where Ghana wants to go. And he still has a year to end Nana Addo's administration and start a new one, which is if Ghanaians vote for him. I think he should take charge of the remaining 1 year and start making things happen, because I think that is the only way some of us will believe in some of the promises or policies he rolls out, that this is what I'm going to do if I win power. So he has a year, and he's one of the most luckiest politicians I've ever seen. And I hope God grants him the wisdom and knowledge to do that. So that is my opening remarks. Thanks.
I think it's a good one. Wonderful. Yepa. And now let's hear from Nana. Nana, what's your point? What's your opening remarks? How are you taking this campaign to?
Yeah, okay. Good evening. Me Cheubia. When you say Collins, me Mawakaba. What you saying? Yeah, Kakra me can say internal elections now. Yeah, you new leader.
And now you're breaking.
And now the party has a leader, and
the digitalization can't.
Can you hear from Nana? So breaking.
Oh my God. Yeah, we need even a digital, yes, Nana. Nana, also.
Nana, I break your home. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Sekrufi, can you open to Otienka?
Yeah, Metimonka.
My yes, to break down your opening remarks. Now, baby, I why?
Okay.
Moderator, we patch hold on. So far, the signal is strong or UK. Signal is strong or Belgium. I think say yeah, Bobby T Germany for Nana Mude don't signal will load.
Michia Tiefo. Michia Tiefo, Nina, and especially Yenyanma, Yenom debate free. First time in a company ma aspirant no. Chief Collins, any Kojo, Minister Kojo, next week, Obabe Kenya home. I know him. Ohima de me se bibi ntin na wa ama agya weda na bubu no nti me se next week de obeba yeda ye nyina ye ho ase enye se Baumia anase Ken ana ye nyina ye program no yeda ye nyina ye ho ase because yetimi ama etiefo ate ase ena omakoto aba no yi the leaders omudi anim o MPP mu na wo hwa Dr. Baumia wa wini but enyo no nkwa na wini oni honorable Ken nyina na wini ebomu because without honorable Ken no we cannot break the 8 and without Baumia so no honorable Ken cannot break the 8 and a fact I doubt. Now we know akwakwa say internal politics, internal ye hwehwe obi di anim. Nti said ye omu nyina no Ken waji atum Baumia so aji atum no eye bibi difference kitwa bi ene wom se bi e be frɛ baako yetini break etia ye be frɛ baako as a president and a baako nso ya frɛ no ewo ni area ye de ne beko nti mi timu se enkabom sronko na bato de wo ye ni den ye wi a ayi kakra be chiri say mina na say ka mi wini we seminar say mi wini but so far as yenya to aba wie no na ye wie sesia ye MPP for into discussions about to me the discussions about Baumia discussions about Keno as ye nyina ye de sa issues ni nyina etoho na mum no yetimi focus on the party and the leader aye elect no Baumia koko wini eko breaki 8 a enye on breaking man ho and he cannot do it alone aye MPP and eko breaki 8 no because MPP no and they lay on structures at all and the Baumia there is just tesoya aiketwa bi wo party ni mu MPP and the biggest issue CCA no ekurayen say MPP no eden kwan na ebefa so a yebetimi break 8 si ekokwa ni se Baumia yekokwa ni se Kena eno de emwa because Ken timi ko break 8 Ken timi ko elections no nka say makwako wini abe president aje say unam bibi so na bibi obenam ne so no any MPP and minua no no minua Ken for any Baumia for no ye nyina no sesia no ye esi ehu say ejabo eja no waba abetwam enti na any week and ade ne happen esi nyina ye di tools egu honomo Ken wayade Ken yade papa oyade papa ena Baumia so eyade enti both sa ye were two strong men we are esi nyina ye support wo mo ye nyina ye support wo mo say omo betimi break 8 no amayen enti I think say the Ken any Baumia nyina be ni say omo no kra no omo start ni say omo ye dey omo co negotiations bia ebeboa party no na aboa grassroots na aboa individuals na ye wo oman ni mu no eno na me fi say ebeboa Ghana man because MPP fra ban mu a MPP fra ban mu a anytime MPP be fra ban mu bia no Ghana yekoyechi. Ghana yekoyechi. Enti sesia no yen hwɛ sɛ MPP be free abɛn na mmom no eniyama bi wɔ hɔ na sɛ emmoa na enya yebetumi ayusu Honorable Ken as a tools bi a se hu sɛ bibi nya Honorable Ken near diwachi near near person ka woba ɛna Baumia de ewini but party no woman no sɛnɛma we a cost no I think say enye Honorable Ken obi a ɔno no nano enye sɛ nano na edru dwom ɔno no party ni kuta no te sɛ kosia party no ekuta nse kosia enti nipa bia wo hɔ no mo na sɛ adeɛ bi ekuta wo na sɛ adeɛ na ekuta wo no wa hu sɛ deɛ sombo na sɛ wantimi hu sɛ deɛ obetimi akrokra adeɛ no afa anaasɛ obetimi how to say obe handle adeɛ na afa de free wunsa end of the day no eno na be asudie kɛseɛ if kra say Bible mu say adeɛ bia ɛyɛ wo dia na say adeɛ bia ekura wo no sɛ wanhwɛ niye ne free wunsa eno no ɛho asotwe enso ɛwɔ hɔ yɛ de ɛma wo enti yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ Honorable Ken nkunimdie kɛse a wadi wɔ party ni mu no na sɛdeɛ yɛdɔno no sɛdeɛ yɛdɔno no ɔmfa saa ɔdɔ na yɛdɔno no ɛmɛtai Baumia akyi na mmom no sɛ wɔde bɛtaa n'akyi a ɛna party no bɛtumi afa ne ntoma pa efra because sɛ bibi kɔ so Honorable Ken bɛtumi asɔre hey mo se dɛ adeɛ we na mo yɛ munyai because adeɛ na mo yɛ no emmoa emma party no emfa n'ani onyamu emfra enkura enti that issue na Honorable Ken be raise no ebekwa ma yɛn kidifo a yɛn tie Honorable Ken akyi enyina no wayɛ de wako ama yɛn enti deɛ mɛka kakra ne sɛ sesia deɛ abane ato awie to aya ato awie no nkunimdie no ɛyɛ MPP ɛna adi nkunim ɛnyɛ individual bi ɛna akodi nkunim with that Baumia sɛ MPP fo anta n'akyi a onkodi nkunim Honorable Ken MPP fo anta n'akyi a onkodi nkunim ɛna onye ɛna stage na Honorable Ken aduru ne nso no mimom de minimum sɛ ekwan bi aso no ono no oye party ba ono waka sɛ odi party n'akyi forever enti yɛda n'ase ani mpuntu a ɔde aba ama yɛn nyinaa yɛnsa asom na yɛhu deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ party ni mu anyway enti yɛbɛsrɛ saa na ɛkɔma n'akyi difo ni nyinaa sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛnka mum ni yɛnhwɛ sɛ party no yɛbɛ break 8 breaking the 8 is the most important. So ocean niema na nado aye gu ho no mo pa na se yantimi em breaki 8 na kwa akoye se 208 die nbiem na kufo ye niema bebre mahama mo bai omo niema mienu e no mo beye esa niema mienu no so ye mienu nyina ye wo platform so ye nyina ye nim e magana e ko nachi eti kakra medikan akano no meda wase
yeah that was it na oba finish o de na ana say
yeah mpacho mano yeah okay me ntwa so kakra bi na yeah yeah tani atakrufi akana we kwaju Chief Collins so akana me say it's a step in right direction na by bia mestre no so ne say Sekrufi ade be person me can baby so a track kakra say and any kwase ye koye ma yenya internal opposition ewo party nim say yenya two wie ni say ye leader na we should come together and we shouldn't behave like ebia me na me be hwama ya tenten ye ma yes emphasize would be Emma Patinim. Or Adrian you use a correct channel in a more matured, simple way. Now, be our communion with a Yenisian Kebebua. Dan Sabia, obey the Sabia, people are who customers man say they be on a coconca. A man who have be him more because all the only Nipan contest and we lose you and say Bibiana and what the finals were, it's like he's creating enmity for the leader. I don't think say a step in the right direction. And now the next one so say we perceive in about this is not the first time MPP are called primaries. 92 MPP koe, 96 MPP koe, 2000 onako, 2004 yanko, 2008 omukoe, 2012 omukoe na DC anso yako. Ntino and yet the first time I yakonye. And all the time so somebody places second. Senior colleagues can find say you believe in Ken or you believe in Belmia, you believe in any other candidate, but it is because of MPP so believe in any panel. Mumbai find your main focus. Who follow Ken? So who need MPP and can follow Ken? Entino on the Nadrian Chireba, but ni padoduane wu ku numuno. Anye na Adrian Antum. Senior Ken, this is the essence of democracy. And this all can say on my direction, been this or no case or ye we are no so could it means we are going to create blocks in the party Emma Petin Enya Holding. Until Mestre say sa area no ye in film because who the Petinachino you joined the party maybe before you knew Ken. Intino say wabe bibi na se ofo se eye good na se stay ano anko ya mo maye mfa eno no nkoye main ade se ye twens ono meka bibi enkyere yen ansa na bia yatumi atake your next line of action. Yes, you can think of that, but in my opinion before say pertinent eye the main focus wa esu bia e de na adwen ekoso say anya ne sane say ye kodi enu achi a holding a back of then senior more kinds of honorable Nankasan so far no on can be as or ye be say or beko and as a uncle or petting him. Master say a chita phone. Monk can be been to the Timonas Monk can say be a be more no anya who be ama I drink one to men then. Mobayama as a son I drink. Say Obako be sometimes no. Mwe se mo boa but we say in future na nkobua enti ye best say anya to aba na wi a obia enya abotre enya ntiase na baabi a ya to adu ye nto aso emo MPP ne ho ban sebi ye na mo kan nkruma da prison so mo to aba ema CPP wi ni ye enti party na ye nwi party ne ho na ye mfa party no enko nanim ne kakra meka.
Okay, thank you very much. Sami Boating, are you ready to say something?
Me bato my ready dia bato dia ma chief ko mesa be mane osnoba aba ran osnoba kasa me babak.
You do you want?
I'll come in later.
I'll come in later.
Mosno Banco.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Osumba, what then I also account for your opening remarks, discussion ecosono. What can you say?
Edikan better yenina yase said Ufika and meda yenina yase Munias Same Boating why are dear time keeping dear why are dear Yamishra Bebre and Mr. Brobe being moderator also handle program no yepa and Nana Collins and Sir Krufi any other day said ye debate no na yen di ho atem etino ama agrone de de edikan medikan aboye nyina abaso and am remfi miami program director Mr. Same Esuman ono de me yiri free manyeye Ohima Esther baby obia me chia ono so You can say, study abano, yeah, no, internal elections. Yet there as a year school, na ye pe SP. There, you bet you su back. School prefect, no, you bet you su back, need back an assistant. Because I'm a contestant, and I became even the third one. I did not even become the second one. I became the third one. But it doesn't mean say I lost. Eti ye papa Kennedy Japan on lose election. And ye papa Baumiasu lose election will win when they win. And now the only thing at this moment is we all have to come together, mingle together, work together, and build a better NPP. There be a papa for not someone no okay and say ye papa for not someone there be okay and say ope a nipa o free hoa obeka party na de abom enye nchichemu. It is a say no say ye papa Ken said the yet from amu say wa accepted defeat there any na onye de onka Bawumia ho na ye nyina yen kunko yenim enko break 8 because Bawumia kwant win break 8 and I Ken so kwant win break 8 say Ken equate the party mpokrampo na ono kwant win break 8. That is true because some percentage from Bawumia camp no are not going to vote for him. And I say one could support Bawumia so now say what that some percentage be so and ko Bawumia ho yen twin break 8. It together as one. Yen team up now. Team Bawumia, Team Ken, Team Akoto, Team Adenimo. Yen come together and build the strong MPP. Ye papa a dubuahin. Edibesi one. Them small come.
Wonderful. Hey, papa. Somewhere you ready? Yes,
Epa,
sir.
what's
You
my
are for
him or
different
yes,
levels. Why ready? Man, quick.
I say for him
Man,
the
quick.
Esther. Okay, thank you, Penny for me. The money na amase. Kakra me so me de beka won ne say na munyi na amakasa. And munyi na so ne papa yo ni ye yo mo na mo de atudwa. Na going forward and moving forward no. In Pennyphone DNA, which is your papa Ken and your papa Bawumia no. They are always talking. They are always taking pictures together and okay ka. Ayena ye tell me ye chin or my chita for na ye ba be twetwa na ntia na. It's about time we put our differences together way aside. Now you're building up a front way. You conquer fight the NDC. Sana de bia mekano NDC for so ye Ghana for. Almost ye Ghana for intin but ni ye mu ni ye but and yes we him say NPP so na betimi aye Ghana ye. Sanso no so NDC ni so betimi aka so no so nim say NDC na be but dodo na gi this NPP and betimi aye Ghana ye. Intin ye na e talk much ni ye put your differences aside. Now you're moving on. But one thing I also want you to know, and they say, I can't go DBI, BDBI, Beko against CBR, Bakube Winnie, and Abakus Beden, Ebelusu. Now, the money ye fe pa cra woman in the same near Obelusu no, or no, Empo, and I am mostly no. Ober try now in Nakasa, Obeka Kasa, any day. Now I had an Akuma heading, Atonuyim. Na enukrama odi akwe ahonkeka bi ebe fight eboa wo na se nipa ne ebia wadi nkukuo na ebia de wadi nkunim no ebe hia no se bi fight ni be se ahoroba all the time enkoye honestly enkoye and the time I make say I've been following the platform and that's the truth. One thing we people should understand and they say can supporters omalusu and they are fragile and normal. But and say vice president supporters, say you etutu jegu omumu all the time because they will always retaliate. They will always retaliate. Esana na edin pape mu yeden. But internet me wone wo Mr. Krufi we Sir Krufi na Osnoba yen nyina we have a job to do. And your job na want to say yen try ni yen nyanu mu nyina nkasa say ye wie sisi a yen kabo mu ne pese ye preachy. Tisi preaching kabuomu a mo bi amfa tete nsemo ma ena waluzu ena o yese ena o kan say ena o yese amwa yen MYA, because we need them, whether we like it or not. Sisiano, you bet me aka say vice president na winning. It yet me in case second cry winning a crap, he will need him. Where winning. So as to whether he will need him or he will not need him, no, we don't know. But Sisia vice president na winning. It's right now, it is the vice president that needs Kennedy. Simple. It is a vice president in Ibenya, not vice president to Anamo, we show effort say Obenya Kennedy na. Na supporters na other na ye chuchu 90. Yanka ye mumbom. Yes, starting preaching and not saying adiya wa saying. Let's talk to them. Let's talk to especially Baumia supporters. We have a lot of job to do. Na yenjai we Nana Mekaya Nana Nesri, Musa was Resa Roba na Mekaya no. Nana Nesri, or maybe I'm not saying the right way there, but what must say? Me and you Munkasa. Mummy and you Munkasa no Munjai, because we need them. We need them. Now, intimate movie with the MPP way, no, with fraternity way ahead. Kakra, be the ever too soon.
Mr. Moderator, so me just 10 seconds. Be nam smack out. I send you 2 minutes. This so okay, yeah.
Manko.
Okay.
Manko.
I no credit. Said the menu asani akan no credit pa because aroba no basana ena edane ensem bebrebe. Well, basana na supporters from Ken. Then their mind is also changing from the party. And of course, like we want to break the 8, NDC also is happy, said Baumiaba, because they know, say, if Ken etinehua, then they have the chance to win the election. Eti yes, Ramo say Krufi Titru a man to the propaganda man. Eti Miss Ramo Moba Onana with the moon corn smooth way. Na yenina yanfa odo emo odom. Yemusmekan medasi.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. I think
yeah.
What say?
Nanka may keep
Chief Collins. Okay.
Yeah.
Maniko.
Okay. Adebakwa me pese mema yet in say NPP party, no, yes, we have to come together and work together. Like that is how the political party structure is. But one thing I prefer are not taking note of is the fact that Honorable Ken campaign or attract a lot of floating voters who are not even NPP people. And me NPP background, I have dealt with NPP on several occasions. It's very difficult for me to say I am not with the NPP, but campaigning for Honorable Ken, no, it was more of like an individual, I believe, said Obetimi SAV Ghana than even looking at the party colors. That was how I approached the whole campaign. Oshe Miame Kwejo fell out with the NPP as far back as 2012 because now Odi Alanechi and something like this happened and a lot of people fell off because they were sidelined. So Odi Alanechi, the other say, Onye patriots, and you know, you almost in chain, and he fell out with the party for a very long time. And when I met Kwejo, say a company, Honorable Ken Krano, not uti in a line of conversation. It was more of an anti-party kind of politics, and that is true. Not upon the party, no vehemently, like or punch more hard because there was no Onitsema party because that side of him was dead, and me on the other side, my personal experience dealing with a party on even grassroots level and even looking at how things were going at the national level and the kind of campaign and that Dr. Bawumia era, not that connection, it's not there for me. Most of us came into this campaign as independent-minded people trying to push a candidate through. And we, like Oheneba said, and I said, I think Idan and now Oheneba Nekas asked them, they said, we need the NPP vehicle to come to power. I'm very finny and some of us IED politics we know that it will be very difficult for Honorable Ken to become a president as an independent person. He definitely needs the party, which is the NPP. So even though most of us had fallen out with the NPP, we felt that we need that vehicle to push our man through. And and successful, a lot of them are down. Like most people, it would be very difficult for you to get that commitment set Omombe rally behind Bawumia, because already they are not in bed with the party. Already the party from Makumem. But one thing about MPP4 and I say everyone with an MPP background, they say it's very difficult for you to fall out with the MPP and join NDC. No, you either stay independent without throwing your support behind anyone, or maybe you would have a soft spot for the MPP in some occasions. And that is where some of us, IBD, Honorable Kenichino, we felt. I can tell you, sir, if this election was a general election between Honorable Ken and Dr. Bawumia, most of us believe, sir, Honorable Ken would have beaten Dr. Bawumia hands down. But this is a delegate, like some people are like, you prepare more for some years to do this thing, and you can't change their minds. A party, a more party, and this is how they want to go about things. And people should give us a break. In terms of like the platform now, your friend is saying, Mr. Enebaka, and he say some people are very hard on Honorable Ken and Kofor. So more you're careful, you lose San Kofor, like we lost Kwejo as far back as 2012. We lost him along the line. Yeko Shia Honorable Ken ewo London, Mitcham. Na Kojo she Fugua ya Brandeno, white, blue, and red. Me crampoa many MPP diagram like Miss Midina still crampo no. Mini sa Fuguni bi. So you can tell you can tell how
die hard.
Yes, he was about the party, but because of Enyama being some kikan being or party free na kumem to the extent say it had to take another leader, not Osaiwo Hope, when he said this is the man for him to come back and contribute his quota. Initially, not Yakasabia, I go back and talk to him, say Charlie, tone down, and Meno. Na me pesa we because I know say what has in there but I think say like I said Dr. Bawumia betime wini emu bebre na he has to come out with policies you believe he said these policies, yes, one can be implemented, and two, it's an election winning message. If Senwan Fa, I want to tell you from the context of Honorable Ken, even if he doesn't come out to say we're breaking away from the party, Nase Otna in the party, he has another opportunity because say Dr. Bawumia, whom many of people like me, I'm not saying I don't think he's going to win, but Omo Ken camp ni more still broken no. Bebrenadrin said he might not even win the election, and when he loses the election in 2024, in 2025, 2026, as a party constitution demands, we have to go to another, your friend is saying, conference. Yes, because when we are in opposition, you're going 2 years ahead of time. And I say your power, you're going a year before the election. So Honorable Ken can just stay back and not help Dr. Bawumia break the 8. And in 2 years' time or 3 years' time, he can take back the party. And by then, Dr. Bawumia will not be as popular and powerful as he is now because now he has incumbency advantage. It's some of us, yet the politics are separate and we know the dynamics. Some Oman Kasa, the way they are supposed to talk as politicians, now say people are going to press our balls, we will piece in. And when I say we, not me per se, but that is the feeling. No, none of my people are here, so I'm representing the posture of how the Ken people feel. You understand? All right. Wait me.
Wait a minute, pro moderator. Bibi kitu ebi na me pesa me kafa the.
Mr. Ganab,
hold on. Baby to be na chief no. I think some the chief who can I will remove baby. Say Honorable Ken can just be at that sideline or maybe after 2 years, you know. Say be not no kono. Maybe all the party machineries, the government machineries will be in a position. A very good thought when it's coming from that camp, you know. But it's not going to help NPP for no. And only one. Two. Same way ever out, sana. I say be when you mature politicians for be which is maybe about me camp for no so they will come and retaliate and be like, Uncle, Onjaye, what I say. Na sana na a breaky MPP no. Trust me. Sense be say about then somebody will retaliate. And who retaliate na me where the number Eshana Roba. Na ebufo nso ye den eba ti mesre penifo right now no we don't have time to be talking about those issues no I point obi wo obefa normal because say me we need the na be go enkoko na normal but ti mesre penifo o me emphasize ha de nto nchen because you can
okay
me what to aso you we chief can be said even on no die hard fan work Ken knew say Ken cannot win without the way NPP political way ticket therefore Ken is it. That's what I say. If we have this at the back of our mind now, me pamuchom am I preachy sad and what I say we shouldn't preach it. Let it mean unity NPP and then I know say Sekufi didn't come up. And Sekufi boy influence. I want more platform. So, or influence pa. Te had be a minute kasa me catch some panucho or any crop one in kasa. No mun jai jobs, no mutu true good because irritating crop for a same crop for bufu. Mr. Kakami de bis ever to us.
Okay, Mr. Moderator.
Okay. You good time to talk. And he said, oh, any information be and I say input to be drink something and then you come in and then work it out. Why? Say baby you know. I think say in common I have found a lot of good things. Say if the party has to work together, that's the only way I bet me. Now afi other Baumia Campono should start using terminology be a be convincing na enkoye aroba shishe na nipano ebum kofu we don't tease people and as a huro and as a uhuro be any that kind of language, you know, as I say, new ways of doing new things.
I think say
I'll move forward.
I'll credit Sekufi. I think after election of Remy. He made efforts to talk to me. And I think it's a step in the right direction. And I know that Nanaso is a peacemaker. When it comes to we on this platform, you ensure that in your problem, you understand. But what this post-election discussions and they are having, you know, sometimes the grievances have to be poured so that we can iron them out. These things, it will take time, you understand. People cannot just come out from their shell because I can say that now I was of the opinion that Ken should break away because the political lens and now the whole thing from no. Ken had garnered a lot of support in terms of people who don't even have the power to vote in NPP. You know, not Ken support base, you know, a great chunk of it were not voters. And Ken had even managed to get the NDC people in the like so much interested in our election to the extent say you could see diehard NDC people canvassing with votes for him, and that was good for someone like me and me. The entire Miruti for Ken, one, his vision, and secondly, I felt that baby politics na ye ne drew no party bi amreki 8 neda and so chewa ban mu sa ho ahi and sanya Nanado ne Bawumia na te powers say no bia na Ghana for anto ama Bawumia because they will think say on Nanado na na ebu aban nti na me madwe mu ne de we need a different face to lead the party and you know aside Ken vision na name you ham no na me sign so wogidie bi say party ninya a new face that is how easy the election may be for us because I no Mahama ne de obi anim the track record and we have ways and means to discredit him. And Kennedy was a very fantastic candidate in terms of someone who could even campaign with on one personal achievement without even talking about what Nanado has built. And look at the number of votes he garnered. In Tinofane or the percentage we crack general election. If we need floating voters, if we need your friend is saying MPP support, because yes, when he becomes the leader, definitely some people will come back and support him. Just like now, meaning say your Ken Phobia now, Oma Hangyo Mubutsa now they are all rallying behind Bawumia because you are too berry. And you will be Moswa Omunyan loose Ninyan free or Makumem. It will take them some time. But election management, post-election management are the most difficult thing because to say, you know, the reconciliation. ABIM platform way so the Obia and Sheda are offended each other. It's easy for us to reconvene and have discussions near there. But on other places, people really stepped on toes. It would be very difficult to fix those bridges. And I know say conversation we here, but sometimes the best way to solve issues is to say it as it is so that you know what is in the person's mind and then you can know how to go behind what the person is thinking to merge it. Etina medesa scenario ni be so that if say Bawumia for ni timu yo mo de bebrea they will know say still mo sashe nkofo nenu say mo tone down because after 2024 sena yakoto ya beri ati enisu see I clear you do what did you yes it ati enisu and 2024 is just around the corner. Sani ebekwa akoda sorry on the 8th of December na ati enisu bi mu a na no see anything. Sana mo beba e bia ye de yesu ewie. We will just go and sit back and you guys will come and more the anybody fresh. And no fresh pain, and no cry yasin bibia. By then, or not, the end will recover.
Chief Collins, let me step in here. That is why we have to go as a team, MPP team,
exactly,
not as an individual.
Exactly.
That pain that we go through, no. Yeah. That pain that we go through, we don't want to have a second time. And
no,
if we all work together, who can be during your deliberation? They say, who can say if Ken comes out, now oba can be beer, obituary come up back with a good force to help.
I think say me
can say we don't know what Bawumia's campaign is going to be, and let's hope say that is going to help. I think on my paper here in front of me, I wrote down also say, Bawumia, but discussion, a general discussion, but we can always support each other. The both come out.
I think say we were backstage, Nanaka Simbi said, Ken for no. See be supported Bawumia, we're hero worshipping. Like we were
still breaking.
Some candidates, you understand. But hero worshipping is part of politics because you believe in someone's vision and ideology. That is what, and I think say producer Mr. Same Boateng a certain response. It was in line with what I also wanted to say. Say yes, your principles. Okay, NBC say Anna Rawlings or say their values were probity, accountability and whatever. And he feels that the party has moved away from those values. Our modern party, and the party near corrupt. He called them names. You understand? So sometimes, young MPP, like we pride ourselves with, I for party, lawyers for party, yeah, back Ghana, you me implement pro-poor policies. Yeah, say. We say a lot of things. Unfortunately, and yes, Nana Dubai and yes, I'm your money now. Why? But this war, any COVID, I'm an buying in Munyama Bafom. And as a political party, you're doing say it would be smart for us to present a new face so that people would at least consider us and vote for us. But our man is Ghana for and I say delegates doing say, Doctor, beat me, I am magic namaye. We wish the party well, and we hope God grants us that favor in 2024. That is what I can say, because I cannot just wake up overnight and say I now believe in Bawumia, because it's going to dent my integrity, because I believed in Ken, and I still believe in Ken. And until I make a chair producer say until say direction I can and aside say me follow Ken, I'm not hero worshiping him crack but must be on me independent mind. Say Ken by me na say the reason it up say could ba me any tangible. I'll just stay away from the politics and let it go, because I'll feel like it's politics as usual. But say Ken ba not me can say be a year forward moving, because Ghana aside the fact say yes sympathizers of NPP and as supporters of NPP, Ghana and if there's a new leader is going to emerge, the leader has to let us know say this is the direction I'm taking the country. And maybe you'll be at election be a kind manifesto from both sides, the TNDC for the TNPP for the, and I think say one of the reasons why I'm very confident in the NPP as a party is because of our manifestos. Like, we always have the best and the superb one. Compared to NDC, the said the same thing now, no different. So NPP is a party everyone can pride himself with, but we can't just say things in book or paper, and when we get the mandate, do different things. And I don't think say be 100%. So we have to work on it. We'll try our best to see where the party goes. But until second, Ebe Kasano, I don't think say I would roll my sleeves and boots and start campaigning for Doctor.
Thank you, Kojo. Thank you, Collins. Thank you, Collins. Wait, Nana Peso Beru.
That's good. That is good.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. When you Collins, what can say we're fine? Media position. Ya to aba na wie ye nyina ye mfa MPP no enye ye focus. You see, me I always say mo ofie na mo nana etiase a o ma me ne onekuma mo ayak o ma ayak akra si an mo kom nana fie ekodi aduana. So your grandmother is the point of reference for all the children. O ma me ene o ma me nua no ma ayak but mo emba no. So let's take NPP as our grandmother. Ken, Bawumia, Adainimo, those things. They are our mothers. Onwakayen should not deny us from going to our grandmother, which is the NPP. Otherwise, ukodi umaminechia, ube luzu onana. And one day, bibibeba. Ya kankwe ya konya bi ba no se wo kohwe ya se ubia ben so na ufia obepa konya na dia ho no na nka obebo ne di na dia konya na ma wo wa ma no ho nti abusuan fo beka se yenimu. Some of these statements ene ye beka ama efo so we are saying it to satisfy the current situation, but emwa that intimacy, no matter how we feel, no matter how things went, MPP should be our focus. kwan bia ye befa hwe all the countries are away political parties no yes abrofo they vote with the enyanokre politics sometimes like the can you West Africa for you cassette too much over UK one more Belgium one more US a particular state they continue to vote for a particular political party and do party say omunya candidate for our bar was start dynamics in that so still they vote for that same party and you know let us accept that yes, you were independent opinions, you were convictions and all those things. But MPP no should be our focus. Candidate may not be a good candidate, but vote for him. Otherwise, for say vote for your opinion. Maybe so be. Maybe some several times say yes, a crash for no. Any reading on betting vote on issues, Yamanana de Omonia. Where is that the voting patterns in US has been the same? Or perpetina or perpetino, irrespective of the candidate. Ain't Colin, Womayan Fire no any abotai. Name of going forward. Ye best also say, and ye may be a can outcome, ye force any. We can jojo o dialogue obia kakra sometimes go home on pay for so see away on commodity o nana anas calling say any say be you say krufi asem we msenka ye fa head mu kakra nka beboa but say yan hwe kasa ni ekwe kasa say ye nhye kasa anas wo kasa no to tell the other persons onim nia o ye mum na wonim nia eya obey defensive nti kobasa na o adwempa na wo de kakra na ofo say ugu nanim asa na so ugu nanim tia nti no o de patapa bi befam onye ntum na the confrontation aba nti ye besre mo ye nyina mfa MPP ni nye ye botae ba umia Dynamo Kennedy obia enko one ba umia kas onye candidate ni bi ma MPP will remain second kas onye bi ma MPP will remain mo maye ni nipa na ekuje nachi ema MSI party no because they all came to meet the party and I yen so ye this position ama onye o man kasa na sore be fa ye na ye de ma wo nti no say ye de ama wo ye mmoa wo na open bi e be fa so a party ne be kọ nanim akọ nanim kakra meka no.
Thank you, Nana. Yedase. I think say one make why hit the point we na mean sure. Well, Mr. Kofi.
Yeah.
I think so ballroom.
Yeah.
But before the ballroom, Collins. Now who can be say just by the way, a funny way comment. Also say on way on the 7th December also ever cry. Cry because you are still part of MPP. So Kravasa cried 2 times. And I cried 2 times. You know, yeah, rally behind them. Send a bear Obianza go cry be. What I say? Second people room.
Said yeah, me first baby I would see you say ye nyina say ya dwen say ye kambom na yet me ama MPP with Dr. Baumia Akubreaki 18 emwa party no emwa both Ken and Baumia ena abeboa yen achidi for so in the sense say on the Collins who can be say Ken Honorable Ken say or quite independent na ka obetimi awini a anka maybe anka obeko eye no kre because obie no no ma oyadia onka create or on your advice and is saying so beginning no Honorable Ken who say or independent na obewini a anka if class anka MPP we no anka wonko because no mono crown care a man vote more than say for den hobebata MPPD but Onwa Oyawe say Ghana the omun parties omunimani MPP NDC. In the anytime biano say Rollins onene yerekote omho kra no eya asemu ma womo omontimi anya akwadom kokro omontimi antwa no oho na ahase na problem ne wo ahase na problem ne wo Osha Honorable Ken or accepting, or accepting in good faith because we're a politician. When you say, send your money in no, say, one kobwa baumia, not baumia, entimi ama power. Who will lose? And yet, both of them, baumia lose, and no one lose. MPP lose, so Honorable Council lose. Because a Kobasa NDC nebeba. And the NDC bar Honorable Ken responsibility no a beye more. Ebiane say on what me dia dance here say, and I say I dance the man say Joma Mabaso MPP lose yadima John Mahama mo NDC for no mobile on betraso no and then on the by doom so and it take Honorable Ken say or call voter region say nothing region baby hospital nese oyini sika ede koto generator ede ma womo oh a good initiatives, a idea why a good pa, but Senka MPP na was on a light in this sua. Anka uncle ye says can koto generator no, Uncle Betty me you say Sicano, Edia ye be before floor. And Abua, and Tiano, when they lose sui. MPP ne lose ba, Honorable Kenna. Why they warbre? Uwema. All sympathizers from NDC for an Honorable Ken Chinano ye and Kofua na NDC what power no woman saba Honorable Ken ho ebe jemwa most of them NDC for no oh enti se party there Kufua ka assembly say uye shoemaker wo o party mo a better than say general secretary or tiso or opposition. And he said, ya moi na tumino amedi MPP insem. Na ye di Honorable Ken Chino ebi ansa ya because ebasa ebeye din ama especially yenina ebe affected Baumia, a bit affected Honorable Ken and the bishop of MPP. And here, scenario no, no matter how it is. Said the old say, align 2012, a happy na Kojo Edijaya or Yenano, any good any decision. But as you say, o free mono, on say align there. Still, or the party ni call you. Party ni buy align koi, or kojini position, or koyenda juma. Oh, now offense says ya one and one cokem, a yokojo and a one cokem. And the party say ye the party a chia. Mumian yanshan to scenarios, Mumian to the good side and the bad side. Okay, me baumia mitina chino, se baumia minia. Me non sona, me de me watu baumia sono. Me ne baumia na eko. Ne meja party.
Mr. Krufi, yadasi. Kakre bia oka ya me pese me bo punch kakra wo honi ye. Who can about say we ni see na Kennedy koto generator no ke ka ku alusu na me tete wa bonti yendi komo na sasisi akra MPP wo power but still na so sa koto we machine Emma 37 military hospital ya wo power mu kra still wo bre
And I
so
confirm.
what you say nyabotre nyabotre no the politics but we are moving forward. Hold on, Obekasa.
Okay.
Obekasa. Osaka Bibi said, President Kufo, former President Kase, better so we message across in a ruling part government than to be a secretary in the opposition. So Kofi, I think the dynamics necessary. Let's stop being like because ye MPP for call a spade here. I say in Sembi one penifoni biaka to ho ama sebio elite for no capitalize one to sebio se wa ma wadwe anya adwuma kakra bia obekoswa e boy this we need to stop that. What I say, those dates used to make sense. Say you being a messenger in a ruling, you know. Now your party munukran a common with demia. Now your position and a common enemy. And no cry ya. So Nyabutomekasa, and no cry ya. A chin say, Te Obian Kasu Obia Medidi. No, that's not what we want. Yenina ye penny ye. So what I say. It's your party in Moody, yenny money ye. So what I say. But say your party will not yet mean 1 man your man ye. Now your co-position, said you will be with us and a co-position and I. So what I say. I don't think any baby near press a penny ye. Because maybe for resistance, your party may send your my ye. To move your put this strategies down. Listen, moving forward now, no, any day, yes, CCI, they are to obey CCI. I hope seeing in a besuya a dear from both Baumia, both Ken. What I said, nothing a bear, see a 2 bunny via reconciliation, ain't yet ding. A bear smooth. Sisi and Sabio, dear course, and say, Yano, reconciliation, no. I say, Yamisro and Ghana, Kwan, I say, Yamisumene, a woman eating, oh, and Yashi, Yafanche, and Ebema, and Yama Bay simple Kakramai. Banya sani ke yakoni hardware kanema beyedi osuba me yunso peso kasa bachen Mr. Maswalaba on kasai intiyama Mr. Maswalaba kasa
Yeah, busai no.
Sakufi te mama wakasa ba uni bibu kasa and the follow up question beba utu dem say Mr. Maswalaba kasa o kasa wiya na mama o time now do de atuja Mr. Maswalaba go producer patro ha Brobe, I was backstage trying to find the brim.
Okay.
Mr. Maswakasa.
Oh, okay. Niano, medical chairman. I don't pay any free Ghana about na. In fact, my tea, your question. In fact, Nyambesha me come and enemy that and say, Kennedy, say no. What the Nimwani na bois Baumio. Baumia akonifie ya obashia me wo ho de akoso nyina watene nyina bi oho na in fact ni ampese benuanom ati ahye ne say edisifo no wo mo yam hye papa no mo so Baumia pa ento obaye no say no wo mo yam hye woni mo say woman nyina ko support Kennedy o edisi for no no person ko yi Baumia ahwefo naka Kennedy ba ana amanasa se so no no mo say anka Kennedy ye dey obate de ho so ho naka wo mo anya kwan ya dey abawuram oh ana se so no ye nyina yakabo mo se de be sense ye nyina ya fa ya ho odin oh anti Baumia chi so na ideas bia na se omo tai Kennedy chi o kwanya chi o ye nyina ya fa sa ideas no anti Baumia chi oh ye se nya o twasaro onum se na chi de achia Actually, yeah, watch no. Yeah, you be who will be. Now you trouble say, oh, a high what the fancy ankaye, what the currency ankaye. Now, the pressure and any tea I shall say. In fact, happy before oh my grandpa, because me a call takrade. Na train and yet papa. Nya medical home. Train and yet mapa. As no, Omon cow. A Juma Nana Yeno. Oh, Miss Musha, and Nuna, Baumia special or headache or twasso. Oh, because they said Baumia obey. Oh, a Juma Nana, a year na media phone episode or wobbly bano. I find about me every day. Obeying in ID. Actually, it's been like a crowd, make catch him, and chat by Manuasi.
Yeah, that's it, Mr. Maxwell. Sir Krufi, Mr. Moderator, welcome back. Remember what where you must so. But now Sir Krufi person work as Antino. We are moderator betting me at so.
Go ahead and do it. It's a Malusu a lot of I think you can pick it from there. Yeah. Okay.
The America about generator now, honorable king, a koto, you know. Also, it's different from we now could see a war qualibu military no. Well, the purpose is no electricity. Doomso nti and the man no ye day e kokoto sa de no le generator no e de man tamalifo no oh as a nanye say ya amengo papa to say de nana do buya electricity esisu 24 hours anka onko to generator no we did a hospital and wakusino more than one and the ama friends military way for no and no you cannot compare the two no say and I so wabesi hospital we are them say okusi wo anka say sika no let me hear ye bibi say it can be said generator no crano electricity but the hospital they can use forever.
Nabio, Mr. Krufi, I think say you are Miss Wayo, and yes, I was talking about when Confanochi or machine say, you know, as say was MPP is in government. So what I said, you occur repair, you know, and no seminar here can you 37 days a different issue.
MPP in government when they say. MPP in government when they say.
Hello. Sakrufi.
I didn't this.
Sakrufi, I think say.
And there was
Sakrufi Misrao. I think say I am necessary to talk about. This is not the time for to Misrao there. Bash that we are trying to mend our wounds. We don't hurt each other. We bring everybody on the table and talk like we are talking now. Chief Collins can be also our platform we should do only any ibia ohuse we obia hurt you obia. We are trying to do each other. And you, Sir Krufi, called him after the election, which is a very good point. What I say, when people are working together now, you can see it. A quite many of us di kojo ebeba wa Sekrufi aka ne how he saw kojo and any adigna. A quite many of us if we don't use the language interesting a very difficult for us to bring people on board and work together. Are we happy if we work campaigning with the team we have made? We know each other already. Than say because they supported that person and then create a new team. Yeah, that's not the idea.
Thank you very much, Chief Moderator.
The way I achievement, then you go forward, Massa.
Thank you, thank you,
Why?
thank you, Chief Moderator. Thank you, Chief Moderator. Nana Beso Boremwana.
Yanka bie. And then national reconciliation meeting. And once a year, Unsembra ye debate no back topic back by about emotions in a sanya man. Emma, me can say platform no so no. People are using the platform to score to settle scores. Ubu hormo uni wa muhondada. Enti
Nana hold on. Na team yetie o ye hwe pa obetimi akasa o question bia obetimi dey to board we can see it why into no yetie o Nana manenko.
Yeah, enti nipa bi hormo mo the platform settle scores. Ena obi nso ho a ofo se obi nnimu no enti no nsɛmhu bi asɛbe no wabɛtwerɛ ɛwɔ platform no so enti message nso sɛ yɛnum a yɛwɔ platform no so enye bibia na ɛsɛ take no serious because obi horma just or person obetu bi keke na amanfo react we wahwɛ sɛ ne amanfo ebe behave on certain things enti ɛhɔ ne ba kwa meka no but going forward no senior Maxwell kan a lot of nyema koso or Ghana ye MPP for na nkasa kra no aya yi behave to senior hwe enko so or Ghana ba mia manya nipa bi o makọ Ghana akọ other parts of Ghana on ba report on be comes na djuma won MPP for aye pa na Ghana for yes to nti ne mesre ne say mpanyefo bi o platform so onwutie ne ye kan ya omo modians on bet task various MDCEs no na omo encompile omo projects ewo of districts na omo fama party mpanyefo communicators no na omo modians so emo hu dawru on Facebook pages any Instagrams whichever it is every day say MP ba akokra post one project in his constituency ebeboa because me I mean nipa akwaba obaka say akwan bi kro mayi yom area no munim say abamba be yi akwan e wo those areas agusu quota na say na asphalt nso ne ebi wo ho but information e kwa abonte no especially so wa kwantu mu hayere mai wa bochi e de sanya sabi Ghana ne say kra de Afghanistan kra no e yesen ho enti e ho na me message say going forward yen fire ho odin enko sa ne ma no ho na yen mo hu dawru enema aban na ye yenanadi ema amanfo nyina hu various platforms wa yewo bia no omuma mpanyefo nsanka na omo entutumu ho ma bia nso ehu na opportunity nso bar se ye kasa na obi nso atimi aka adi hu adanse medase.
Thank you very much, Nana. We Osroba memo aboyem, but not Collins person ka bibi. Collins manenko.
Yeah, we asema na neka about roads ne akwan bi amanfo yi ne niama aban na yet say railway ni ade no. I think say Ghana political dynamics no eya na meaning say about power no you really how the people think because you know you free communities mu ansana we vie for positions and win and become politicians but obia pre-position now or prayer otimima the right message no say motomami ameyi say market yi mesi school yi me renovate akwan yi make school ta the basic things because we Ghana communities like Ghana as a people are enye bibi nran bia na yepe but as ye ba power then misplaced priorities you understand akwan wo ho no ma yengu school ta na East Legon akwan a omo quota since 98 na yotutu ni na say yes asphalt when about 7,000 kilometers of roads na fiti Mahama Breso no yen complete ye no ye buy no kra no still not yes yeah but still not those roads are still not tackled. It is a cop election na say you lose so I can say be a obi an campaign and I say a message no for no. You are not dealing with the things that people want. In Ghana for pay, light, water, good your friend is saying, your friend is a national health insurance, the hospital, cash and carry system, not perform like the basic things, free education, school feeding programs, all these things now election winning and Niamano. Ye ba power. Yatutu Sanya manage JJ to the extent and now the people don't even appreciate it. Free education say it is one of the best policy to ever happen to Ghanaians, Now and that's not why and same be and about this free education to the extent say what meet say MPP for belong say oh and I do free education there I say cry Adriania the man and cry and so on and I me we school feeding program na and one by some school food na into your muka. But you see the government doing a near mabia out here because a developed country now by Uba now be who say rowing and nam Ghana na train nam swa. Because in a Ghana pa na could any man train nam high, but besides it meunino or no sa train night from Takrady to Teman on all the other. Like it is of no value to that person. Yes, those things build a country, but whilst we are building the country on that pedestal, we should also make sure that the small things not attach life. That is the microeconomy. The microeconomics not I see a focus on. This government has been fixated on macro. Macro no. It is only targeting the elites. And I say, like those people like they appreciate it. You're saying, how much is the elite? What is the literacy rate in Ghana? What is even the exposure level in Ghana? We see Kotoka, the Plash, we see new terminal at Kumasi, why an international airport. The Padudu was saying and ever in their life, maybe an opportunity to fly at that, your friend is saying, international airports that we see Kumasi or Tamale. But we could see market nice, KJT, and I say Bantama, and I say whatever. The normal Ghanaian, about Koboni Kakra, Aton idea or na say, Kuyi man no her environment near fair. Also, I could do one dance, say, oh, Nanado, I had you, share. Market here will see my Nayampa, Nifini, Isyuta, and Fayen, and those things. You understand? I think our government always misses the right things to do and they concentrate on things that we need and votes. That the Ghana now will say almost say what Afghanistan. No, they are talking that way because government they nyama but nyama omope. So we nyama omope now yes nyama ne kan ho then they will appreciate it. But when you focus on meya nyama kese, you go to the polls and you lose. Mahama a free power. Now we see KJT, now we see Terminal 3, now we see Bree. But Ghanaians did not appreciate it because and MPP is repeating the same mistakes. And then you see Cathedral.
Thank you, Collins, Yadasi. Osroba, 1 minute.
1 minute. Wait, just 1 minute. I said okay, macroeconomic no na here power Ghana so at the end of the day Ghanaians are looking for something. It's not about promising us a big things. Okay, Obiaba meyekwan. It's not giving us food. Munyina munkamum se krufi munyina munjintum se no kre. Railway now Nanado a best, a good, but the people down there, yeah, they were true, but the people down there, they are suffering and they are crying. Argentina who are every day, unuya anasa uofa, anasa papa, unuya bi ebe frose bremiska. Mobusa musa question that because there's no work in the country. And we as MPP, now that we are in power, and we are not creating jobs, but we are financing the money to elections and to build roads and those kind of things. Come on, man. Give me a break. Please.
Hey, I ordered with you. No! Numsuo. Also, but I think at Kakra be the cow dear now. I think say young Ghana for Nankasan, your mindset now was yes, son. Your mindset because Ghana ni biti Ghana pa was catching one which you are see. But who could do Ghana still no person do Usika. Your mindset, it's no, made a main cast a honor a com per se, a cow dear. Make us a com per se by a cow dear, but still no. Or more Ghana ni was catching was said there's about finding ways and means be the story about Beji Usika. And then you talk about the way train no account. And also yet. Ebia government ni build the train near money we are. Near Dria Banch in the body no. Now exporting near mano. Because ye Dria Banch in the body and you go we now you need the best sport here. And also pro. I be pro say, yeah, I be saba be complaining. Say, yeah, John in the way, a day John in the buyer, and they go on the air pro. I think, say, the first thing is the Ghanaians need to change their mentality. That is it. See, a bit me as say a mentality near a discipline. Emma in Penifuano or Mobreno and ye dibebre. Because Cromo I say no, I'm not to near me ya, once who nam one hour ya there. You are careful. Into Emma government in Edumano, a simple kakra. Mr. Bobo Peso
Well, some of me quite dear,
Borum.
Yes, I mean, I like Kent PhD, that ideology now, and number more Ghana say, and if that principle is preached among Ghanaians, I think say people will change a lot and they will understand the basic things are all say yeah. When we go say if maybe in the future we have to discuss who also creating jobs for the country. I know say the public service is the government's job to do that. Make sure say the public service it is our responsibility as Ghanaians say yeah create your own jobs for efficiency. Said the Bayer, a Juman will be taken care of. What I say, Saudi, where Juma, what he has said, who created more Ghana, no Obi Sumawa. Can you imagine how Becca say, what this Ghana channel, Obi this Ghana come? And the same thing with government building a factory for the country, which Kwame Nkrumah did, but Emubakukra Niwa, also say, it's all gone. That is the time, Nipano. Fase onusubi dinisika on a chairman of a company maybe Banchi starch company be a buying AC that guy will take money from there and go and build his own. They only think about their pockets. It's mama na they are buying all yes they see to put down all the fundamentals, not that yes, you to me, it's very easy for us. It will be easy for you. What I say? I think I'm done.
Sacrifi, me bacho borum. Sacrifi, borum.
Said yeah, me first year too quite a cray. Uba Kroman Musea, ye can development now. A private sector omono ena etimi bede inuma ema yenye bi eye social interventions no mono ena ban no ewo mu kese o me ko Italy na me ko na me busa wo how they build that because Italy no me ko de me hu ni say e kroni nyina sam ekwa ho tin na me say aden no me say no omono eye krom hofo no etu kwan omutu kwan no mo ba ti say ye wo group ya ye wo platform isi na ye nyina ya ka bom na ye se ye ko Ghana ebia ye kodua banche enti banche na ye kodua no ye ni ye sika ye de ko yenim adwuma ye koye enti ye ni wo adwuma ne ho said na Mr. Bro Bekano enya aban de obedua but esan say yena ya didn't to boa ya kwakoye sa adie ni ntino ye omuba Italy no se tomatoes kura no mu bia omu produce anase mpaboa kura no mu ya de omu ya ni groups na djuma na aye wie no na fe omu tete omu no omu tete omu no omu bie enti enyema bebre no esa yen no so na yetu kwan no so no yehu hawa yebetimi akoye bi wo Ghana na akobwa na enkoye individual because Ghana yekro no ya adwini change no yen ene yebetimi aboa ne yasesa ya adwini Ghana for ehu say because meme no ekobia adwuma o Ghana na me hu say yemie no adwuma na yakobie no enya me nko amedia ye me no dia ntimi nnua bi ntimi mefa adwuma no nya ne sade opɛ enkodi emusika nko eno dia yi niamie ni wo ho a won say adwuma ne bekoso but ye me nko ntimi me kwa no makofa me nuanom unuano obi ani timo de kra no onya ya na ka dai wan sorry na adwuma na abene dia and the change of mentality ni die ese nyina no yeboa na even MPP ba o mabasui a o mu wosi se nyame adom na se omutini ewi ne ayi a ese nyina yetini die hu ewuram ni omu se MPP no enye se o mate party no ama yedi akire kwa maybe no me no ayete ha no ya said yes yetimi ede niema bi kowura MPP ni mu yetimi mu se MPP no ye kondo ye betimi.
Thank you Sekufi me das memo ato aso Collins is person wo call Collins who closing remarks out the man answer no wako.
Oh, okay. Madam Ose for this session. I think that me bad loser and even though Nyama and Kwama, but I'm still here to join the team for us to work together. Going forward, no, until set me who the direction Honorable Ken is going, like I said, I would be a social commentator and I can join the show and also contribute my quota. Once I'm a sympathizer of MPP in India, I don't think that it would be difficult for me to do this on this platform, but I can always contribute to issues because going forward, it's all about campaign. And when the policy comes out, we have to market it. I can also contribute my quota until set me who direction your leader not air corner. I think that would be my contribution on this platform. And as someone here about Juma 70, like you said, yeah, private sector and Juma. And until now, you move in a said Honorable Ken would be the right leader for Ghana because he has connections when it comes to investors. Because Ghana, you should have any billionaires, any millionaires or maybe in Juma Ghana for IB. They are just a handful. And who here leader would me attract investors. And Honorable Ken has proven he has those qualities. But if he wants to support Dr. Bawumia, I think he can help him with those prowess, offering connections, and building those bridges to help Dr. Bawumia's government if he wins the election. Na Ghana youth Jumanye. I think that would be a step in the right direction because at the end of the day, Ghana must win, and we are all Ghanaians, and the betterment of the country. So, Ubia Kasayi, I think whatever everybody said is the right thing to say. I would only urge Bawumia for Mone Monko for Nkasa na Omontoni down on how they challenge some of our people because at the end of the day, you push them to the ditch and getting them back will be difficult because Obia any motive or the best support campaign. Obi Oha na asoka honsoboa and Obiso Oha a lot of reasons and Obia the in a campaign, you understand? Because there's this lady, Marie, of supporting Honorable Ken. I think right after elections, he's been attacking she's been attacking MPP people here and there, which I think that such a person, you know, a nuisance to the party. And you know, some more percent in sanity in the system for Dr. Bawumia to have a smooth rider. You people should not candle some of these people. Mamo fa curious in enko so sa fire swim Emma name Bene, Emma name fa Emma. Like some of us, we can't sleep if MPP is not in power. But we are disappointed and disgruntled. But we hope that Yamina betraying what next to do. So for this opportunity once again. All right. So thank you.
Okay.
Thank
you very much, Collins.
Okay, my brother.
Nana person or Bo Abaso. Nana
Chief Collins. Chief Collins. Asante Achimudishi. Uko now.
Yes, sir.
Collins, you see, Wakata. But baby, I be person what he has said. Yes, Biano. When the first say you sukra, you die him. Anyaba. Okay, me say, last me short to platform no so. You'll be surprised under Bawumia government. It be most of Ken for Kwana Mube benefited than or maybe Bawumiachi. Then I make a you'll be surprised. But Nina Ebeja the way mobile conduct him. Sasa we make an or her. Say, Mamma, I'm a Bawumia winia. 2024, 28 elections no. Ken Kujina, a month for ebe sabotage. In the year 2008, and ama Alan watching no. Because NPP phone will be the show when Tim say Alan Buana 1 another 2008 name another lose yen. Into Okwebe on another on another so be president on befaso. Enter man another court 3 times. Inti say Bawumia bay we desu baby edi. Na obi hu say sai suban nti na Bawumia lose 2024. They will pay you back. Mesre say mumma yenye bibia maninka. Na yen type echi.
Na next we talk you. Na next we talk you.
No, papa na make a tell me. Me say 2008 na another winning ya nkanala ya president. One win na man for nipa brief was say fina ofimu 2008 no. Enti na another lose ye. Enti they have used that and say any okwen so so be boa ama another be the president. Say the same to mo kwere say e ko affect Bawumia. Obi beka say no okwen bi on be fa so ma Bawumia be president on be fa so. Enti ubon say on be work against Ken for a very long time and the supporters ni bi kura e beka say no Ken dey yes ama Bawumia lose you enti they will not Kwabena Japan mo yon say no they were turning themselves from Alan. Enti mumie hweta de ni na yanye si a mumma yanye bibia man kan ye nko yanim na me kan me hye obi baabi na o ka se bia oye Ghana ni aminim no oye minia me hye obi baabi na o fimi krom a minim no oye minia enti mumie fa no enye ye bota yese wo hye obi a wo ye MPP ni a enye fa na ko bisa so wo ya ala na so ye Bawumia na so ya dadi oye MPP di oye wunia di nachi na boan Minia Collins Yebeka say chiri wati nti jawe bia manenka ye nyina MPP
Collins uka keche ya next week ohima makra onko ohima
wow c'est Kofi 70 video okwa onko nenu ni o Mr. Maswell Borum
Nyanum Jamika say yensom anyone any day
Any nipa.
at woman any nipa at Mr. Collins woman fire your warning a mombako oh ne fantai bamiana say no no echi nyina ye osoba oh osoma baako oh me be kwa no say kumase wo ma hwehwe a ye be clinic ko no nyina o wo be prepare ko mu first na see kumase Garden City no e san ba so oh enso ni nyina hwe na be nipa ya me ne wo oh na ye de yadwen ane ahoden e be bom e de ayede ayadwuma so no
yeah, that's Mr. Maxwell. Mr.
thank you
Mr. Maxwell, I have been for no baby made a free Belgium because the signal name why to uncle Belgium for when and then Mr. Maxwell come Belgium for. I am Belgium for your network here. So Kufu room, room. And now what
Mr. Moderator, I don't better make a Sabiana.
Nasa wuko, but you say now so wuko. Ana
Because did my DDA.
okay, ubebem. Nana wakasa pa na nyami ya dawasi for asem na ukae no. Ene na asem na ukae na ye we lecture mu fi asisa. Ti ukae ya ti ye boma basu ye boma papo mu pa se ye kasa unti. Enya asemi a ye kan na ye ka wai. Ti nana nyami shirawo. Na your question back on say. I think say asem na waka me say asem ka say me akutokra na I'll make sure I help say Dr. Baumia ebewini because ebikra na emwanu kra ba me side. But there is one thing that what Ghana hope which is unya kodru wa aya the time omutai busa say na we so bad aben onu so bad aben oti abrochi ho. People are also saying, say, team, you form a weird into where who bebo no, ebia, some count, and do say, and so no, never cry doctor the crap or ye chemu. It in a navia, one could di Dr. Chinebia Kabitina Makoto Mukrana. Kebia, a fena kedua go to Zuzu. Now, honey, ye bay the day near to me correct some mistake because that mistake now open. So bad no edi enya bebre what I say memo answer that question no but osno so person ka bibiti no manim brem and it's a discussion na you put things together and you see bibi to move forward osno baborem
Yo minia medase em say asema me papa Maxwell kan na me de kakra soso my trouble breed so na medical krabesoso at the end of the day yenyina nim say Dr. Baumia na abeteki flag barrier ship no working together and what we need at this moment from both Alan Camp no Alan they say yes so free Dr. Kutu Camp and Adenimo Camp and Ken Camp na omunina tumi team up ema MPP etumi fa ntuma pa efra because it's not about me, it's not about Ken, it's not about Baumia, it's about Ghana. At the end of the day, it's about Ghana. Said Mr. Moderator, okay, you know, Chroma said no, also they put this in place if you know what you are doing. It's if they work together, fine. Allah, you can say Ken, I want the vision. Baumia, I want the vision. With these two visions, you know, when they combine together, to my knowledge, you know, it can build a better Ghana. Said the Atanos Ekai, it can build a better Ghana. We wouldn't chroma pass your CDA, your SP. Your debe parties near that. But here we don't even form one party as a government. We form 3 or 4. You know it. Coalition parties. Then they come together and then they become the thing. So the vision from Ken and the vision, I don't care what I'm hearing, if it's true or not, that they want him to be the vice president. If he accepts with his vision, he can support Bawumia to build Ghana. And if he don't, and we go position like Sekrufi just said, and you know, time I was open. Yes, you am because the because I wouldn't want me the uncle and Penfobu Casa be say Ebu baby say the was it the so one man kind uncle Drew.
Asa, wa mo kwetwa osuuje.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wa mo kwetwa kwa unche.
They go Drew as ana omusubeyo. Oh, but nimdie na nyamedia man na wo de ba say wo de ba be boa Ghana. Why farmer say wo de be boa me akosi apia say be metia brocha me de me pa o. Wo de be boa Ghana. It is a wanya kwanya no mpa nimdie no wo tirim eti enipa na wanya no. So what ne be kabum na mo ye adwuma me de America no both Bawumia camp any Ken camp so mo be kabum na mo betumi de sa nimdie no mienu we see digitalization we so say na mo de nyina abum at the end of the day no ye benya ye digitalization system e wo Ghana identification obia.
Thank you very much.
I'm just na yanko yanwane na yendi na yen sport yanwane bi eko amonne na ebenye sika ama yemanum e de atra Ghana bedase
mi ya bema Sekufu bebem pa chief moderator Pejani sa before you tema money fancy na the board.
A little respond to the na Osnoba Ekasesi and say for no Adwimbo. Also who say aspirants now no 10. The reason for primaries, to get a vision for the party. Eti Sisi Bawumia takes the position, as the leader, and they will come out with all the visions that appear during the primaries, Sanya money a bit more say, Papa, we are friends saying, Kogne Japan, a hit pointer, very important. They will all sit down and they will all talk together. The only problem we have now, no say, who joins the team? I know na bobo na ye to me akasa ye a cool down tempest. Now for it to me that thing will come. Teamwork in the ebeba. And the primaries has taken their information. We know how the party should go. What I say, and let's see what will happen. Manuel Siwaha.
Sakrufi Bachoborum.
Miriam Dawase. Yeah. Yes, in Penfocus, we see prim, we yes in prim. As some no crano dawana platform we so. Asam na America, and yet can honorable Ken Modi na America. Yeah, platform with Yeniaba or Hima. One of them say Chief Collins ni we move about. Or no, and then person mobeba because Anka Esther dear share bagumu or no Anka Amoya day no or no day a dominant day a tridomuba on a tutu mema kuma. Entina ni dimba babu mu na ye beye meeting when wa ma ya nte wonka nso a Kwadwo nso ama enye nyame ya aduma wo frɛ Collins frɛ na wanya na nka Collins kranko ma and there's some no credit the one aka
Sakrufi kawasa
na hima no wonya ni ye enkambom na ye nyina ye pɛ enti so face we losing tino anyane de to ma minia mumien kanti o hima said the oye no enye next time onyai de o shechire ho a wo ye no na emwa no Oh, me and I,
The fufu time aso. O time aso. O time aso. O time aso. Once I would time once you crown and I cross what time aso. Because maybe I depend on where true. Nana Borum.
Yeah. Before question that would be saying. You see, me so my dreams are questioning several times. Now I'm saying my work quantum. It will be mistakes. Mistakes here and say, you will account to be our crowd film. Baby, our town or Ghana. But yeah, Bahama, we want to deal at the national level. National level, a difficult of a behun them. Say, be a me and the macro register me polling station. And I me try me dues me polling station. Me constituency wa. Said that you be a crown me co-host me could jira for MP or unu me dada. Say me copy DC ya or unu me dada. But me first me work on to name me national executives and na daily. National executives will come out position be or constituency or amount TSA because on back for a very long time you have not contributed anything to that constituency.
That's true.
Enti nyame master say ye pese ye active politics e wo Ghana dia. Ye nyina ye ntro ye din e wo ye krom anase baabia ye feel say daachi bi ye be kwa position bi. Anase baabia ye kwa ye tra several times. Enti no ehofo nim say Kofi Mensa de ofi obruchire kura ba ye ne call the polling station meeting. Ye ne call ebia ha meeting. Ye really ho a obabia na so ne contribution eba. Ndi say Oko pay bibia, even they can push you. But kwa meka ohoro. And I be as a crew fi kofa de minimusi no odi agro ba say this agro yentwe emfimu kakra na ye ma nsem a ebedi asomdwe na abotoyam ebeba. Because me no hima akasa. O cho bibi gu platform no so meka wo se no odi edi agro so no. Westers ye odi agu platform so yi. Obi eno be fo so di agro but me ni udi nkomo waka so di agro nti next time men tro bibi sa e wo platform so ma obi nkoka na wafa sa adwe na hye ne trim nti going forward no say ye party leader all other contestants omobekabo na omaboa ama yanya a common vision for the party going into 2024 elections. Now me say sometimes no instead we hold ma moka na ma relax because 1998 elections primaries are tougher than ye see now. Me na me catch 1998 Kufuor the Ewosunyan. It was tougher than this one. Now you see, sometimes say obi je bibu maneka na sa asumdwe ba. O now obi na adwese BBNC. Obi je bibu na eka. Obaka obi na yire te ho. Asumdwe ho ofo se problem ni ho obaako na ofo se ni asibia no me nka hwe ye ntrase asumdwe 98 ye nyina tania no mo kan candidate most people were telling Akufo even to go independent
95 also
yes 95 come start kumpreko no no buy no AFC no person wo moti wo ho fi MPP enti minua no niesi anyesi muma yen to bibia gu na yen koye ni na minim se wo mienu kabom na se obi ata wo nwachi a ombe wini aba wo ya ebe obi anwo Baumia has a lot of credibility and our goodwill. Honorable Ken so or the goodwill in some areas here or the babe kanwa ebema ticket I very solid. Na say yigire cheka so oni vision hwe me say wiase eyeku a individual no vision no eni tumi o ko no vision no na mo nyina mo befa. You may have an input into it but a company for entra ho e ma o meye nhihye ye bia o mo fo say ni eku no nya eno sa no be leader nso wote o ma mo frem panifo ahemfi o mo ma enti women encourage say omu nyina nka mo no omu nfa nhyehyɛ pa a ɛbɛboa party ne Ghana mmra na yɛn nyinaa nso yɛnta wɔn akyi yɛmmɔ dawuru yɛni wɔn ho adanseɛ na ɛmfa nkonimdie mmra 2024 na ebi nka Ghana sese yɛato abaya wie moderator yɛbɛtra ha anim a yɛnyi Bawumia asɛm film yɛnyi Kennedy asɛm film yɛnka MPP 2024 campaign ho asɛm na yɛmfa eni nkɔmɔ akoyesi yɛbɛto aba December 7, 2024 aha na mede ma no besi.
Thank you very much, Nana. I think say what 80 points be super. We some now because maybe it's about time. Bawumia supporters, Ken supporters, Yenjai sa Bawumia Ken supporters na yenka about MPP ho. Assembly na wabone tofa IDC ase. Mr. Kufi, me pacho remember what time no wakasa. But all the fa baby I have for the what time we be so. So we be pay the
Yeah, and then I will see a can back. And the moment count him as I'm back.
Who's that you when you came you? Wow, Nana Krasi, ya we have you. The new Kabi dia and ye kutia se.
Oh, dear, me can you say, said your minion and I can, mommy, this time no, yen back, na yen tall party no, near tall, ye presidential candidate, ye no. And in the chida for nina because Honorable Ken or no say Honorable Ken a be free party ni moi anka ome kenchre ubi say me tamwachi and anka ye straightforward ye nyina ye ni Honorable Ken and so far as onu abie nanum watu nanum tu say party no Obeshe see nyina ibetimi a breaky 8 in the not damn say or canoe with good faith. Inti mumi nyina no yen tie omochi yen penny for nechi na campaign no ankoye den ama womo ni say see na ta omochi a enkakra yen so ye bekan ana yen so ye de bebo no ebetimi amomo a breaky 8 no ama MPP afane ntoma papa efra nsuka kramitimi akansoso no
ya da sise Kufi MPP de ntoma pale do ma fa efra na emu nso mbeto aso efra sisi asane ye beka no ma pale ya efra na emu se ne ye be ya ye beto aye ntoma no ekusu efra. I think say abobo points ni nyina awi kakra me de beto penifo amowa ha sei ne mo ne say despite our group on MPP supporters worldwide, you know, Munina Musumu or sub groups who are sure say you were group for Bawumia, a group for Ken, a group for Akuto, where there was those groups in the see I to Abanevi. See, it is about NPP. Tino Obia or when you group Mubia now say no. Yanko out there preach to our group people, no say ya to abane wieti ni sisi ya ekuti abo whatever ni nyina no ehu ya bio na mo ye movie NPP party ni move forward madam ase the manuasi Mr. Maso wo bibika
so ni nyina no waka no na mpesa me kan se no momma say ya dwumi bi ho a momma yendwe duty no ho duties no no say best Ghana for so import duties no no ya dey Ghana for every home papa she say o hwe cash nam Ghana basa hwe Togo it's just a woman in free no and I say I work for me no bibia no omo nchire sa said the ye wura ayi musa no
Mr. Samuel already the free port in the intimi nyane sisia o intimi nyane sisia
asemo
because abani send ayinmu kese inti free port in the
Mr. Kofi Kanani Sisia, Sisia, no, Tamahabo, no, any Ghana and Sebubio. I will brony sem. So what I say, so what did
5 years soon.
How many years?
35.
Samasu Ajeho. Andrew, I'm ready for me. Our platform, I say, Luna, when you go for Chadina. You know, when you Monkoswa and Yajumanema Yamu Youngs, you know. Yeah, the man, it's a bunny of a 2 more, and I catch him. So, what is you? What is it, you know?
I say, and
I Andrew, Yakupo, after one.
oh, see, you have a boot in a brian sote, and you know.
And now, pray a young boy. Oh, yeah, they are, Mr. Maswell. That you ever catch them. Why, you ever catch them? Chief moderator, was a background. Yakupo, yeah, do my head, they ever count. 35 years, then we have a long way to go. But every Mijiri said, the Eka was a be a quetchy. Instead, they are Pelifono so or more than Yamaba to Tuquemu. Now, I shall say, be on me renegotiation be or why. Above from Kaka, at least. It's remember from Namuna, mucha 3 years, we were more.
Oh, they say 8 years, a few 8 years, a 35.
Okay.
7 years.
Oh, I saw me and say around 2015 or 2016.
2016. 2016.
And may challenge you. Penform was a Mundi ye, Munya sports ye. Send a bay a batum. Jim moderator, Patrosa, your Passia di a grody baby, ye. Yamia, Domantica, Bremuna, Ereka Bibiche, and young far grown in Quaby, so dear. Unless it be a why busy. I think so. I busy. So could fire Yamesana.
And then listeners,
honestly, and the viewers, wasn't that attractive compared to our previous ones, And then there were only 725 viewers. Yeah, it's me 2,000. So I can say, but I think say yeah, picking up from
yeah,
we will get there. So go for fire Yamesana,
Radia Dawasi say, Waboyema in Nato to a drink. Adwene nyina kɔ baako mu ne nyina kɔsi yɛ party MPP so bɔ yɛ party mpanifo ho ban nkenka leader yɛ no ma ne nyansa soronko na ɔmfa mebu ɔman no na ɔmfa emedi party n'anim ma 2024 ɛmfa nkɔgye tumi ne deɛ si yɛnsa ka ɛno ɛna ɛde na ase kɛseɛ a any area ebebro because ono any na bebo usana achese wani unyam adedi ewe yeso MPP yeso edawase ya yebeka sai any omomuti nyina so ye de ho ehye wonsa boye nyina ho ban sonko na enu 2024 sa mre mu no ni nyina ebusi kese ahye odin konkwan unyam amen.
Amen. 24 and I'm watching more mobile in Masses is Mr. Mukwe Mundi natural organic, Now Mundi trade because I was said duty need the muti enjoy me. And Sana Yakubaton in Africa. And I was I think I complicated. So Kufini Nana Pacha Mumbo Diana Munimo Camp for Ninkasa. That's the for unity Nimra supporters worldwide platform also. Why?
Okay.
Adamas. Yaminka Yinayo. Bye bye.
Bye.